We got a 1999 Honda Accord, and we got bad shaking as you drive it. Right here, we got a rotor that's not only is it cracked, which is bad. Anytime you got a cracked rotor, you got to replace it. So that's no good at all. There's nothing you can do to save that. But not only is it cracked, it's warped real bad. And we just want to show you how to check for warpage. And the maximum allowable tolerance on this rotor here is 0.02 of an inch. All right, go ahead, spin it. Watch this, 0. See, he barely touched it, and it already went past. It already went past 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 of an inch. That's way off. Now it's back at 0. So right now we're just watching the dial. This is a dial indicator. He's just checking for rotor runout. Now we got a high spot over here. It's going this way. Keep going, keep going. We got 2,000. That's 10,000 of an inch right there. That's way off. So we already know this rotor is bad. See, now it goes back to 0. Okay, we know this rotor is bad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace it and show you how to do it. All right. 1999 Honda Accord EX. Is it EX?
I think it's the LX.
Oh.
It's got the power windows in there.
Okay. All right. So let's get down. All right. At the same time, not only are we going to change the rotor, we're going to show you how to change the brake pads. All right. These pads are done. They're very low, and there's no more padding on them. All right. So here's the cracks. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if you can see it, but these are the cracks right in here. They're real small, but it doesn't matter. Any kind of cracks in the rotor, always replace it. Don't even mess with it. All right, now, time to take off the lug nuts. We gotta use a ratchet because the star wrench won't fit in there. Okay, next, get the jack stand in there. Go ahead. Make sure when you jack the car up, leave the jack still on it and pressure on the other 2 jacks too. Okay, go ahead. Shake the car. Make sure the car won't fall. Okay. Pull the tire off. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, put the tire underneath the suspension or cross member. Right, somewhere solid. Always put the tire under somewhere solid in case the vehicle falls. You'd rather have the vehicle fall on that than on you, but it ain't gonna fall. Okay, you see this screw right here? Put a little bit of WD-40. Try to get it
inside?
Yeah, on the edges. Go ahead, hit it. Just set the thing on there.
Like this?
Yeah, like that. It'll go in. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now let it soak in there for a little bit. Okay. We're gonna hit it later with the impact driver, all right? Normally there's one here also, but whoever worked on this didn't put it back, all right? So let's check the other one. Okay. Okay, we don't have the screws on this one, but oh well, so be it. It is what it is. Whoever worked on this before us, they didn't put the screws back. But let's keep moving. Okay, now we're gonna take off the caliper. 17 millimeter. Then you got one down here that the wrench is on. You tap it with the mallet, it's a lot easier. You're going on YouTube, man. You don't want these people. Hey, how many times are you gonna take to hit it? Be firm with this stuff, man. Don't be soft about it. There you go. Now get the 17 millimeter socket and extension.
I'm sorry.
Okay, after you crack it loose, use the ratchet and socket. Get a piece of wire, bungee cord, shoelace, whatever. Anything to tie up this caliper when we pull it off. Go ahead, pull it off. Stick it around here first. Yep, perfect. Okay, never ever let the hose dangle. Never ever let the caliper dangle from the hose here. All right, never. Let it dangle from that. All right, got the caliper off now. Okay, now let's take off the rotor. Okay, normally, like I said earlier, you got screws here. You want to pull those out? Okay, now, if this is welded on with rust, then it'll be kind of hard to get out. But this one's already loose. But if you didn't have it loose, you want to get some screws, one here, and screw it in, so the screw will hit the back side, and then it'll force the rotor to come out like that. But in this case, we don't need to. Go ahead, take it off. Just pry it loose like that, and it comes right out. Just like that. Now, drop it right down there. Okay, we got little tiny cracks in here. All right, so you know this rotor is definitely no good. You don't even gotta expect. Bring out the new one. Put the new one on top of that one.
Wait, no.
Lay it on top. You already know it has 5 lug nut holes, okay? For these. So we're good to go. Now you want to check the dimension all the way around. Make sure everything is good to go. And it looks good. All right, the exact same size. Okay, now throw it on.
How come?
That's good to go there. And that's how you put your rotor on. This is the old pad, new pad. These are way overdue. All right, so we're putting on the new ones. I'm gonna show you right now. All right, let me show you one more thing. Hold this. Okay, let me show you these holes. You see these holes in here? These have threads. These are threaded holes in here. All right, this doesn't fit, but let's put the old one back on. Bring it up a little close. When, in some cases, this rotor will be bonded to the metal in here because of the compression, time, and rust. So what you do is you got to get a bolt, get it in there. This doesn't fit, remember. Get the bolt in the threaded ones, this one here, get this in here, and then you thread that bolt in there like that. And as you start to thread it in, what happens is this bolt will contact this and force this to slowly come out like that. It'll slowly bend out like that. So as you're threading this in there, this side, this top of the rotor will start going out like that. And that's how you get off some of your rotors. You use these threading deals here, all right? Now, what we're doing is we're putting the caliper back on. We're putting the caliper back on now. Just get it started. You gotta wiggle that caliper around. That way you can get it biting on the threads. There you go, wiggle it around.
There, it's on.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the reason why we're putting the caliper back on like this, because I want to show you how to do the pads without taking this whole thing off. You don't have to do that. We did that because we had to change the rotor. That was the only purpose of taking the whole caliper off. Now we're going to do it the right way, all right? So tighten up the caliper, and then let's do the brake. Okay, this right here is called the impact driver. This is what you use to get off these screws here. But on the other side, in this side, we're missing both on the other side and this one here, all right? But this is how it works. Okay, you good there? Is the top tight? Huh?
Not yet, I need to tighten it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, if you have to, go ahead.
Here you go, baby, really?
If you have to, hit it with the mallet. Okay, hit the bottom. Okay. A few more of those, that should be good enough. Okay, now time to change the brake pads. Okay, this is what is it? 14?
Yeah.
14 millimeter bolt right here. Take that loose. Go ahead. Okay, take it off. Take that all the way out, pull the bolt out, and then pull this caliper all the way up. And see if you can put it on that wire up there, okay? Just like that. Real simple. Tie that up on there. There you go. Anywhere up in there. Not, leave it a little loose, okay?
Okay.
All right? Because we're going to do some cleaning to the clips in there. That's good enough. Okay, so, see how easy that was? Where's that bolt?
Right here.
Oh. Okay, all we did is take the bolt out, just like that. All right? Okay, but first, we'll take these clips out. Okay, remember, see these clips here? We got these retaining clips right here. These are what the brake pads slide on, all right? But these are all old. They got a lot of brake dust on them. So we're gonna take this one off, clean it, put some anti-seize on it, all right? Okay? These pads are starting to crack anyways. These are no good. So good thing we caught these right now. All right, so let's get some anti-seize. Now, next, you're gonna take off the retaining clips, which are these here, which are used to hold the brake pads. All right, there's that one on the bottom, and you got one on the top here. Okay. Now get sandpaper, wipe it off first, all that dirt. This is the main part. See this right here? See these in here, where they made contact? You want to clean all that. You just wipe it all up. Okay, what you want to do is you want to get a little bit of sandpaper and clean the inside. Get it real clean, just like that. A little bit more. Then we're going to put the anti-seize on there. All right, this is just anti-seize to keep all this stuff from binding in there. All right. Okay, this little deal here, these are where the screws belong. We didn't have any screws on the old one. There and there, which go into there. Hold that. Get this and this lined up with those holes. Okay, look inside there. You see the holes in there? See the hole on that side? Yeah. Okay, we're missing these two screws here. We're gonna pick those up later, but we're not gonna stop. You might want to hit it with some of that too, okay? Because these things strip. I've stripped many of these, man. It took me a long time to get those things out, all right? Those things are very hard to get out, all right? So keep that in mind. WD-40 or some of this. Okay, now you're gonna put the clips back on, all right? Go ahead. Which one goes where? Okay, got that one on top. Now, get this one down here. They just pop right in. That's simple. Put a little dab right there. Don't get none of that anti-seize on the rotor. All right? None of that on the rotor. Just barely touch it. Then spread it with your finger. Go ahead, let me do it. Okay, get some back here. None on the rotor, okay? Yeah. Okay. That's cool. There. That's good enough. Okay, spread that around. Put it in there like that. Okay, grab that. Spread it around. Okay. No, don't put no anti-seize on that, okay?
Okay.
There you go, just like that. Okay, put the one in the back. Okay, remember, keep in mind, you got to put one pad. One pad has to have the brake wear indicator on it. Okay, where's that at? Point to it. That's the brake wear indicator right there. All right. Okay. Okay. Rotors in, good. Get it tight. Okay, now push that piston back. Stick that in there. Put this back here. That in there like that. You might have to back that out a little. Alante, open up the brake reservoir. Okay, leave it just like that. That's cool. Now, push that back.
Yeah, that's way easier.
Yeah. Okay, now you want to put a little bit of silicone. Take off the wire. Don't let this drop though. Okay. Just take it off. Yeah, put it all on the piston. There you go, kick it up. Just like that. Okay, now back of this. Put some back here. Other side, other one. Okay. Don't let any silicone get in between the pads or on the rotor, all right? So make sure you keep your hands clean. All right, let me see. You can just go like that sometimes and spread that around a little bit, all right? Okay, that's good. Right there, only where it makes contact with these. You don't have to spread it on the whole deal. Okay, go. Drop it down. Now drop this down. Just like that. That's what you want to do. Drop it right down. That's good to go right there. So now, put your bolt back on down here. Take this bolt off that we have on there. Okay, go ahead. Shoot it down. Right there. Put that on there. You're gonna have to put some pressure on it. Alright, as you're tightening, hit. Tighten up the 14 because you'll strip stuff like that. Okay, now hit it. Just lock it in place. Just tap it a little bit. Just lock it in place. Okay, done deal. That's how you do your brakes. Okay, now put the cap back on the master cylinder. Let's check it first. Now you check your master cylinder, you're low on fluid. Alright, we need fluid for that. Let's put some fluid in there. Just dump it on. Alright, we gotta add more.
So just bang them in there?
Yeah. Alright. Hold it tight in there. Don't let loose. Okay. Do the other one. Alright, there you go right there. That's done. Okay, what I did is I took this off. I don't want to use this anymore because we're getting real close to stripping that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is clamp it in the vice grips like that. Try to bang it out. Okay? So let's try to get that. Okay? As I'm applying force this way, sometimes you got to get mad at it, man. And mean it. Like that. Handle it. Play games. Handle it. Straighten this out. going at it, man. It's gonna take a little while, but just keep going at it. Switch it up. See if this will do anything. Get back on that. Yeah, you're gonna have to work this thing. There it is. I think it just moved. I think we got movement. There you go, right there. These things are a pain in the butt, man. So just work it. Spray it. Walk away from it. Do what you gotta do, man. I've stripped these before. Really bad, man. Yeah, took me forever to get some of these out that I stripped. Thank God I didn't strip this one that bad. But impact driver, man. This thing really helps, man. Big time. But you seen what I had to do. I had to take it off. I had to take this deal off in order to get a little bit more impact on it in there, because this has spring tension in it. I didn't want any spring tension to break it loose even more. And let's take a look. See how the WD-40, it penetrated a little bit. Let's see. See, the WD-40 didn't get all the way back here, but it got a little bit inside right there. It stopped right there. So, hey, something, man. You got to do what you got to do to get these off. These things are very hard to get out. WD-40, impact driver, to get these screws out. Okay, make sure you keep the master cylinder filled up. Don't ever let it get low, never. Next, we're going to bleed the brakes. Normally you start from the farthest wheel cylinder, from the master cylinder. And but today we're just gonna do this, try to get some air out. Completes the rotor and brake pad job on this 1999 Honda Accord LX 3.0 engine. To put your wheel back on and everything, and you're good to go. Don't forget, man. Like I always say, man, put Jesus Christ first in your life, man. He died on the cross for your sins, man. Don't ever forget that. He gave you life. He made you for a reason and a purpose, man. You have a purpose. And he gave you the will, man. It's in you. Don't ever forget that, man. Never. With God, all things are possible, man. Stay up. Keep your head strong. Don't ever give up. Smash on it.